You have to do things that you've never done before in order to live the life that you've never lived before. Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amber, and if you're not, well, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me clean girl makeup edition. First, I of course like to start off with my base. The goal is of course hydration. I want to glow. I want to look like a newborn baby. It has been a couple of minutes now. The last step of course was the Glam Glow. As we can see, I am a little bit more glowy and shiny than before. I also put the Burt's Bees overnight lip treatment. That's always my prep for whenever I'm doing makeup, because we can't be dry and cracky around here. And next up, brows. Brows are so important, oh my gosh. Brows will make or break your entire look. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna jump right into my 2022 recap. Hold on a moment, I gotta get my mirror. But the first thing is that I got closer to God. Now, it might be like typical closer to God. Everyone says that. What do you mean? I just simply got closer. I'm not his best agent, but I'm a believer. And the Bible says all you need is a mustard seed of faith for you to move mountains. And honestly and truly, I believe that. I think that mountains are being moved. I am going somewhere. Yeah. Number 2 on our list is allowing for others to help me. Now, this is something that I struggle with a lot. I go up into a little shell whenever it is that I'm struggling, and that's it. I don't come out. And this is actually pushing away people that are close to me. Like, they're like, oh, what's going on? What's wrong? Are you okay? And all I'm doing is saying, I'm okay, and just not letting no one help me. This is not helpful by any means. I'm putting on a little bit of concealer. This is the NARS concealer and Hazelnut. I'm just using this to color correct the bits. Now, what I consider my clean girl is as little product as possible, but great coverage and flawless looking skin, basically. So I'm just taking care of some of my dark spots that I have. I'm just taking whatever little bit of product is left and putting it on my inner eyes. But yes, back to what I was saying. I isolate myself, I put myself in a bubble, and I'm pushing people away. I too deserve help, and I too should allow others to help me. I don't always have to do everything by myself. Also, this is a dry sponge. I would use my setting spray, but I definitely forgot that downstairs. And this is like very light coverage. I didn't even let it sit on for very long. I just put it on and then I started immediately blending it out. And this is really all that I need. If I let it dry for too much, it's gonna stick and be hard for me to blend out. I ain't no professional now. Number 3 on our list is, coming out of my comfort shell, my shell of comfort. You have to do things that you've never done before in order to live the life that you've never lived before. You know, you can't always do everything based on comfort. You have to be uncomfortable. You have to go out and get those opportunities. You have to get up out of the bed. You can't sleep all the time, you know? You just have to go out there, grab your opportunities. It's there. you just have to be uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Growth isn't comfortable. Growth is not always comfortable. So what I'm actually going to use is the Fenty Pro Filter, the soft matte powder foundation, and this is in 490. Oh, sorry, 450. That's my contour shade. Still the same thing, but in 450. And I'm gonna be using my little brush right here. Number 4, deciding to never live in a shadow of other people's beliefs. Now, what I mean by that is I'm never gonna make it without college type of thing. Like, that's my whole life. Money is what keeps people around. Nobody's gonna respect me without money. You know, money, 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 money. That's the main thing, honestly, that came from a family belief. It's the fear of money and how it will affect you socially, in the sense that people are only there because you have money, which is honestly not true. So me making this decision to no longer live in someone else's disbelief or belief has made so much change, because I'm living my own life. I need to live by my beliefs. I am not living their life. They can live by their belief because it's their life. If I'm making sense right now. So what I'm doing with this is I'm basically just brightening the inner diamond area of my face. Just give me a little bit of color, dimension. I'm just blending out the edges right here so it's not like a real harsh line. Okay, next on our list. This is, I believe, the last thing. Not being a victim to my circumstances. What this means is that I made a decision to no longer live in my past. What happens in the past is not going to dictate my future. Just because I have childhood trauma, or just I went through circumstances in terms of finances, family, and whatnot, that does not limit my future. That's not where I stop. I'm no longer pushing the blame on other people. I take responsibility for my situation. I'm not putting on another person, putting on another thing. This is essentially accountability, which is something that I still have to work with. It's a lot. Accountability is like, wow, heavy. But you have to. Also, this is the same powder foundation, but in 490. This is my contour color. I just put it on this really thick brush right here that I normally like to use just to add a bit of color. I do like to put some down here just to really bring out my chin. And as you can see, just brings the cheekbones up a little bit. And then I drag whatever's left over out up into here, to my temple. And then the corner parts here. I feel like I have a big forehead, so you know, just wanna put a little color, a little shadow. And that's how I like to do that. Yes, I'm looking at my little piece of paper. But being a victim essentially causes you to always have anger, to be bitter about the world. And this puts you in a constant state of fight or flight. Like, when do you relax? When do you stop putting the blame on something? When do you stop letting your circumstances be the reason to hold you back? When do you start taking accountability? Like, wow, okay, I kind of fucked up with this. Let me learn and do better, instead of, wow, so and so happened to me and now I can't go forward. And when I say that I started to follow all of these steps, I became tired. Like, I stopped being in that constant fight or flight, and the tension in my body just started releasing. I started being more tired all the time. A little bit under my lip just to make it a little bit more pouty, give it some shadow. And a little bit in my inner corner just to bring some of my shadow back, just because it's a little bit flat right here. Just a little bit. I like to bring it down my nose and bring it up in here into my brow. And of course, this is not everything that I've done throughout 2022, but that is the gist of it. I mean, that's the main effects. So you can just go ahead and watch me finish doing the rest of my makeup and comment down below, what was it that you did in 2022 that you felt was your best decision or that elevated you? Here we have the finished look. Let me get closer for you to see. What do you think? and I hope to see you guys again. The next video will of course be a vlog. Hope to see you there.